Okay, this is Packet Tracer D4-132 for the Cisco Discovery Academy, and this is I'm in book 4. And the objective of this packet tracer is to observe the flow of network traffic in different topologies. So we're going to observe change of flow in network traffic when a point of failure is introduced into the network. A little background: this activity has 3 different topologies: a partial mesh, a star, and a full mesh. When this activity is started, you will need to allow time for each network topology to converge. This may take several minutes. Once the network has converged, you will note that the partial mesh topology will have one light on the PM4 switch that remains amber. So we can see that already. The star topology will have all lights green. So if we come over to the star topology, and it's all green. And the full mesh topology, let's come down here and take a look at that one. It will have 3 lights amber, 1 on the FM1 switch and 2 on the FM3 switch. Okay, so our networks have fully converged and we can move on. So step 1, we're going to observe the flow of traffic on a partial mesh. Once the network has converged, enter simulation mode by clicking on the simulation tab. Obviously we can come down here. So by default we're going to be capturing the ARP and the ICMP packets. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to do autoplay and capture. And we're going to watch the traffic flow from PM3B to PM4B. Okay, so I'm just going to hit autoplay and capture. Okay, so we'll just reset that up. Okay, so okay. Alright, let's just slow this down just a little bit. So it's building the ARP table, finding out the best route, and then sending out the ICMP packet. And of course sending it back. So our buffer is full, so we can reset that. So we were successful in traveling the route from PM3 to PM1 to PM2 and then down to PM4 over here to our PC PM4B. So what the next thing the packet tracer wants us to do is we're going to introduce a point of failure on the partial mesh topology. So we're going to delete the trunk line between PM2 and PM4. So let me delete that, and we'll take that out of there. So now we've just killed that link there. And we're going to reset the simulation and we're going to play this again. So normally it remembers that it needs to come to PM2, but it was unable to do that. So if we play this again, it should recognize that we can go through PM4 and bring it back, of course. And our buffer is not very big, so keeps filling up. So now the network was still able to deliver those packets, but it had to find another route. So instead of going from PM3 to PM1 to PM2 to PM4, it recognized that that link was broken and it had to send that packet from 3B to 4B via the PM4. So that's all for that particular network. And so the next thing it wants us to do is go over to star topology over here, and we're going to do something similar here. So we're going to enter the simulation mode, and again we are looking at the ARP and the ICP, and what we want to do is watch the flow of traffic from S2A to S4B. So from S4B to S2A all the way over here. So we're going to do a packet from here to here, and then we will play that so we can see it's building our ARP table and send a packet, and now it's sending the ICMP packet over to that and back to our SA2. Okay, so that was successful. Now we need to introduce a point of failure onto the star topology. So we're going to delete the trunk line between star 1 and star 2, and the network will converge. Alright, so star 1 and star 2, delete that line. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. We have just cut off these two PCs and the switch from our network. So I can automatically see a problem. So let's just reset this and auto capture and play. So that was obviously a failure at our ICMP packet, and ARP packets cannot get to there since there's no connection. So we're unable to get from SA2 to S4B if that line between star 1 and star 2 is down. So that's the biggest problem I see with that type of network. Alright, so next we want to go to the full mesh topology, and we're going to enter simulation mode again, make sure ARP and ICMP are selected, and it's asking us to send packets from FM1A, so this guy up here at the top corner, to FM3B, which is this guy down here. So we'll grab a little packet here, and we'll go from here to FM3B, and we'll watch the packets go across. So it's sending them out, and I figure out the route. So it has, and that route is from FM1 to FM2 to FM3 to our PC and then back. Okay, so now what it's asking us to do is to introduce a point of failure on the full topology, the full mesh topology, excuse me. So we're going to delete the trunk line between FM2 and FM3. So that's this line right here. So we're going to delete that, and then we're going to observe the flow again. So I'm just going to throw a sample packet here to here, and we can watch it. So now it's going, oh no, it's what I know before. But now it's found another route, so we can send it out. And I wish CiscoPacketTracerd had a bigger buffer. So now it's found a new route, which is from FM1 to FM2, FM4 over to FM3. So by having redundancy, even with the line down, the network is still able to deliver that packet. So let's see what else is on this. The reflect. So, how was the effect on the network failure in the star topology different from the partial mesh and full mesh? Well, for one, in the star topology, when we lost a link from star 1 to star 2, we basically cut off this part of the network. So, obviously some problems with that network. We're not going to be able to communicate with the rest of the network. So, that, I guess that's what we need to take away is the fact that redundancy, set up correctly will allow for a loss in some kind of connectivity through one area of the network, but still be able to find different areas to deliver the packets and stuff. So when we deleted this chunk, there was another route for that packet to travel. Same thing goes with this full mesh. And we deleted the trunk between FM3 and FM2. It was still able to get to its destination. It just had to reconverge, and the packets were successfully delivered. So that will conclude the packet tracer. We can check our results, and we have completed it successfully. So again, that was packet tracer D4-132.